Wow. This is a hard... I knew this was going to be a difficult video for me to make. I didn't know how I would start this back up again. If you guys didn't know, it's been 4 months since I've made a YouTube video. And it's been a long 4 months for me. I would love to be able to put everything into a nutshell, but it's not how my brain works. It's not how I share emotion. I definitely am a storyteller, but this isn't... My goal isn't for this video to come off as a woe is me video. It's definitely kind of about finding yourself and getting yourself out of a rut that you might be feeling. So I guess before anything, before I get into where I've been, what I've been doing, what the plan for the channel is, I feel like I kind of need to just say, what is good, my PacRats? Worst intro ever. I don't know if I even can come off clear about what I want to convey in this video to you guys. And when I say you guys, I mean to my YouTube audience, my friends, my subscribers, viewers that tuned in all the time for one of my videos. And I can't thank you guys enough. I can't thank you enough for checking in on me. I can't thank you enough for having my back when I was at my lowest. And this video is definitely not like my normal content. So I'm very upbeat, trying to, take the day on the best that I can, come home after work, throw the camera up, have a conversation about video games, and try to keep it lighthearted. And that passion, that drive, that excitement somehow died, and it died fast. It wasn't something that I saw coming. I ended up, from maybe a backstory standpoint, I went to the Southeast Game Exchange. This is in South Carolina, and I got to meet people that I've wanted to meet for a long time in the YouTube community, other YouTubers, people in the gaming community, and I literally had the time of my life while I was there. I had such an awesome group of people. I can go down the list, but you guys know who you are. If you were there, it meant a lot to me to spend time with you. When I had that experience, there was a lot of things that happened during that trip that made me change. It made me come back to Washington, where I live, and I kind of had a newfound love for life, new passion, new drive. I was really excited. I ended up editing my Southeast Game Exchange tour video right away, and I was very into it. Retro Rick and I got to hang out during the entire trip. We have a video where we're in the car eating Bojangles, just goofing off, right? And all of these fun memories with these friends was fantastic. And it's weird because you'd think, well, awesome, there's your light, there's your fire back, keep going, keep making YouTube. But it didn't happen. I found myself after a couple weeks missing being with those people, missing being in that environment, and longing for that interaction again, and realized real quick that what has been my home for 37 years didn't feel like my home anymore. And that's crazy. I didn't think that this would be something I would ever feel. I've been in Washington forever, and this has always brought me joy. And due to events, life, COVID, friendships, that stuff's kind of all dissolved over the years, and it just kind of left me with a lot of emptiness. And And because of that, because I went through such a rough, I think, transition, even though it was long. So it didn't hit me like a ton of bricks. It was something that was very, very gradual as I was trying to understand why I was feeling this way. And when I went over and I had this amazing experience at the Game Exchange over in South Carolina, and I came back, my wife said I was a different person. She was like, you're excited, you're helpful around the house. You know, your and I's relationship is great. And it took a couple weeks, and before I knew it, I was back into a rut. But this time it hit a lot harder, and this is where the video is kind of my darkest. And I mean, it wasn't anything crazy as a juxtaposition to what other people go through, but for me, as being such a positive person and such a light for some people, I hit depression. I hit a hard depression. I was unhappy at work. Things weren't going the way that I needed it to go there. YouTube felt more like a grind. I realized that a lot of the people that I absolutely love that are also content creators were having fantastic success and felt like there was an ease to what they were doing, which I absolutely have all wrong. Everybody that I know that does this works really, really hard, and it shows. But as I came back, I felt like I had no worth. I felt like my self-worth was down. My content wasn't good enough to grow in the channel. And I just stopped. I just cold turkey stopped making YouTube videos because I was unhappy. I felt like anything I was putting out wasn't worth a watch, that my creative juices had just stopped flowing. People around me had fantastic ideas, and I felt like I was really stagnant. And I had a crazy moment when I was in South Carolina where I kind of broke down with Retro Rick and went through some of the things and struggles that I was going through. And normally I would be embarrassed, right? First time ever hanging out, and I end up kind of losing it and talking about all the drama that's in my life, but I wasn't embarrassed. It was almost kind of like a clearing of where I was. And I thought that was gonna put me in a really good path. I thought that after that, and I was able to kind of express the rough start of 2021 and how bad 2020 was, it was gonna give me an opportunity to feel better. But when I came back, I didn't. And it was 4 months. It's taken 4 months for me to come back out of my depression. And depression's real. I've hit lows before, and I've kind of gotten sad and a little dreary, but this was the first time that I was like, there's a rock on my heart that I can't take off. And it wasn't until maybe a couple weeks ago that I finally got an uplifted spirit. I finally got excited. And what I've done is I've tried to occupy my time during the depression looking for more creative outlets. So not only have I taken the moment and time to spend with my family, I have a daughter, a son, and a wife that I got to spend the holidays with. We just had Thanksgiving, fantastic. I started to throw my creative outlet into other things. So first, I've created a store. I've created a new store. It's called the Pop Vulture Shop. You guys can go check it out. If you're watching this channel, type in password Pac-Man Case, and you can get to the beta. The beta is basically just a website I have maybe 300 products on it right now. And I threw into that. I've always wanted to own my own store. And right now, the brick and mortar thing is not financially viable for me, but an online shop would be. So that's kind of, I threw myself a lot into that. We have a podcast. The podcast is the Real Awkward Podcast. That's REEL. I've talked about it on other podcasts and other videos with other YouTubers. And that actually got me through a lot of those crazy 4 months. Those sad 4 months for me was my wife and my best friend Amanda. We sit down, we have a chat about all sorts of things nerdy, and that didn't end because I had people that were backing me up. I had people that I could rely on. When I do YouTube, I do it by myself, and any creative content, any work and editing and that type of stuff, I have to do it alone. I don't have somebody else to bounce off ideas or anybody else that kind of appreciates where that is, where I live now. And so YouTube became really hard and something that I didn't think I could be successful at anymore. And obviously those gears have changed. I'm talking to you guys now on this video and having a real conversation about how I feel and how things have progressed over these last 4 months. I threw myself back into my artwork. So if you guys head over to my Instagram, you can see I started drawing Ninja Turtles again. You know, I found TikTok and I've experienced more than I need to on TikTok. But it's been just a wild ride to take a break, breathe a little bit. I didn't want to get burnt out. I didn't want to get to a point where I wasn't ever going to make YouTube videos again. So that's it. I've moved myself into a better spot. I would say that for the most part, I'm over the depression that I had. And really where I want this video to go, if anybody that's still stuck around, I really appreciate it. I want to say thank you to my YouTube community. During Thanksgiving, the only people that reached out to say, Happy Thanksgiving, how are you doing, was my YouTube family. And it hit home. It hit home for me that that these people are real and they're friends and they're loved ones and they mean the world to me. And I never want to leave this community, and I want to be more active in it, and I want to be even more proactive in it. And that's it, guys. Retro video gaming, in an analogy, has again saved my life. I don't want to feel that way again. I want to continue to be creative. I want to continue the Pac-Man Case channel and grow it into something that I care about, that I want to do. And for the small viewers that do watch the channel, I want to make sure there's a connection there. I want to make sure that what I'm doing is something that not only I love, but you guys are enjoying from a community engagement standpoint too. So that's the direction I want to go. Call it a reset, moving the channel to, you know, still consistent. I still want to try to get a video out weekly for you guys, but I would really like to collaborate more with my fellow YouTubers. And there we go. That's it. That's me going on my frickin' rant, my soapbox about what's been going on. I appreciate you guys listening. If you're still here after the 12 minutes that I've been rambling. And again, in the comments, if you guys ever experience anything like this, let me know. I don't know how you feel about this YouTuber, but Wood from Beat 'em Ups has gone through kind of the same thing before. And as a viewer before, I was like, oh man, I hope he feels better. But now, truly feeling it, you know, like, reach out to people. If you guys need help, if you're in a dark spot, reach out to your friends, reach out to your family. Someone's there that wants to talk to you. So that's it. That's Pac-Man Case and what's been going on in my life. Hang out, guys, on the channel over the next couple months. I will be producing fresh new content, and I'm gonna be happy to do it because that's what I want to do. So guys, if you like what I got going on and you like my serious content right now and silly content later, hit the subscribe button for me, and let's do something together. Let's continue to have fun, enjoy this gaming community, guys, and rock on. I'll talk to you later. Bye.